Hello everybody, Tactive here, and today I'm going to be giving you a behind-the-scenes look at the Tic Tac toe machine that I showed you in one of my other videos. So, let's get started. If you haven't watched the video, I would definitely encourage you to watch that first, because I'm not going to show you too much of how it works. Of it working, but I will show you basically like what all the redstone looks like and basically outline some of the functions that it has. So, right now we're really quickly going to take a look at the reset. So basically how it works is both players both have to want a board reset for it to happen. I did this because I thought it'd be kind of silly if, like, say, O player's about to lose, they could just, like, hit the reset button and cause the game to reset and make it so X player doesn't get the satisfaction of winning. So I implemented the system, and basically how it works is we'll have X call for a reset, and if you noticed, it just sends a pulse down this ladder, and then it comes over here, and it trips this bit right here. It's an RS NOR latch, and so now this part's in the on position. And when it's in the on position, it sends a signal over here turning this torch off. Now if the other player asks for the reset, it'll turn this torch off too. And if both of these torches become off, it'll send a signal down underground to the back of the board that triggers the reset. What it'll also do is it'll send a pulse right here, which will reset both of these. So right here, without actually going and pressing the button, I'm just going to trigger a reset right now. I broke that torch, and it triggered a reset on the board, and it flipped these back into the position they were in. And I'm just going to put that back so it works. So that's basically the reset system. Oh, I didn't show you here. Doing that just simulated X wanting to restart the game. So what it does is, in addition to triggering this bit and sending the pulse over here, it sends a redstone signal just along up here to turn on this light to let you know that the opponent would like to reset the board. So when they hit the reset button, you can see the two torches turned off, and it sent a signal over there and over there. Alright, so let's take a look at the turn counter. Let's see. Alright, it's O's turn. So basically, when you hit a button, it sends it down the line. That's to be expected, and it goes back there, and it trips the O to go. But what it also does is it sends a redstone pulse. All of these are hooked up so that it doesn't matter which one you hit. All of them will send a signal down here. And when you send a signal down here, it just trips this RS NOR latch, which basically then allows the other opponent to make a move. So right now it's in the position to allow our opponent to make a move, so it sends this pulse over here, this redstone line, and basically what it does is when it's active, it pushes these pistons upward, and it puts a block in the way of the redstone signal. Now, it doesn't look like the signal goes, but with the repeater, the redstone signal gets passed through this block and onto the other side, so that when, let's see, when I press this button right here, it went right through the block. And then now, because it's not my turn, the piston's all lower, and the redstone signal, when I press a button, it still gets sent, but it just dead ends right here because it needs that block to go through. And the same thing happens on the other side. Alright, so let's take a look at the immensely complicated redstone workings of the back section. It's kind of a jungle back here. At the beginning I was keeping it really organized, but then as I started adding it onto it more and more to make things a little bit more efficient, to make it so I wasn't running redstone all the way like out this far away from it to keep everything nice and orderly, I just kind of started snaking the redstone lines through all of the other ones. And as you can see, it got a little crazy. The screens, the ones that display the O's or the X's, each one can display both, obviously. They were actually a really big pain to set up because, for whatever reason, I think it's just this release of Minecraft, there's a glitch where the pistons behave kind of weirdly. If you watch the other video, you'll notice that at one point a block sticks out. It doesn't do this because my wiring's bad, it just does it because the pistons are really finicky, and just for no reason, like, when you trigger an X, when the X closes for some reason, it would cause one of these ones down here that don't receive a pulse to open, and as if it were part of the O, but only one of them. So anyway, each of the 9 little squares has the same system set up to power it Right now this one's in the O position, and this one is in the X position. Now, there's an RS NOR latch on each one, and the RS NOR latch has a fancy little setup. So here, this one, the X position, when the pulse got sent to it, it tripped it. So here, let me grab some redstone. This is the position it was in. I need a block. And then it got hit by a redstone signal, and it changed it to be on. And then in addition, when it is on, oop, I fell, it sends a signal down here. And when this one is being powered right here, this block and part of this RS NOR latch, it makes it so that it can't change its state. So even if the circle player presses a button, or the button to change this to an O, the signal would come here, and instead of triggering this and making the O pop up, the X's signal right here would override it and make it so that nothing happens. And that's to just prevent stuff from getting really confusing. Now, that's basically half of the workings back here. It's just that on each one. Then I just did AND gates. So this one, vertical X's column 2. So that's this one torch right here will turn on if somebody gets 3 X's going vertically. And basically what I had to do was I checked all of the winning scenarios. So there's 3 vertical ones, 3 horizontal ones, and 2 diagonal ones for each X or O. So basically these AND gates just check that. So here, this is a good one. Horizontal X is row 3. So this is the 3 X's across the top. If you remember, I have the X in the top corner right there selected, so this torch turned off. Now once all 3 of these torches turn off, this one will turn on. So basically when you think of it, the object of the game to win, or at least make it pop up and say you win up here, would be to turn all of those torches off. So here, really quickly, I'll just go ahead and do that. I'll have to remember to replace them, but since those torches turned off, it sent the signal up the line, and X wins, it says, even though X didn't win. It's kind of just, since I made this, I can go ahead and trigger all of this stuff by hand. But yeah, that's how the win detection works. And then up here for the winning screen, it's just hooked up to those AND gates. There's a system with these pistons right here that's pretty similar to what I showed you down there. Basically, the pistons need to be in the position to pass the signal. So when one wins, so here, I forget which one this is, but we're going to make this person win. It's X. When X wins, it pulls back the piston from the O section, so that if O, because they can still make moves even after the game ends, if O were to put a move in a position that would make them win, the screen wouldn't change to say that O wins. It still will say X wins. So that's basically how the winning system works. And I didn't do anything fancy with the letters. It just says wins, and the X and the O thing is the same as the ones down there. So yeah, that's basically everything. That's all there is to it. It seems really simple when I kind of explain it in a hurry like that, but this thing took me quite a few hours and quite a lot of troubleshooting. It was actually kind of funny. We tried to make the video a few times to find a whole bunch of bugs, which was helpful, but now we've got them all ironed out and it's completely functional. So if you want to give it a try, make sure you click on the download link that will be in the description. If you liked it and would like to see more stuff from me, definitely click the subscribe button and click the like button. Other than that, that's about everything in this video today. Thanks for watching.